Why aren't more people excited about that then? Why are so many people still afraid? Because to me, when I think about this collective energy, knowledge, all of that you could get from this interaction, that'll help you maybe even leapfrog in the way that you think, why aren't more people thinking about it that way?
There's a lot to fear about because, look, we have never been in a situation where we are working or talking or interacting with a species, we'll call it a species because that's what it's turning out to be, is a digital species, but nevertheless it's a species where the intelligence level is a lot higher than we individually are. Human society has been always like we're the top of the food chain and everything else is kind of supports us because we're the smartest, right? Now we're building a species that is going to be 1,000 times smarter. Not going to be, it's already 1,000 times smarter. And then if you start talking about agentic AI and if you start talking about the AGI, the general intelligent artificial things, we don't know what the boundaries are, and we don't know who's going to use it for what. We don't know whether it's going to start. If you remember the prime directive of Star Trek, is to protect. How do we know that it's not going to start? Its prime directive, it's not going to change to protect itself versus the humanity, right? So that's where it gets really interesting. And how do we know that rogue agents are not going to use this thing to do harm to other people? And how do we know that we're not already being manipulated? And I think we are already being manipulated when we shop, when we talk to each other, things we see, things we suggestive behavioral pattern by algorithm, et cetera, et cetera. So it can get pretty dark pretty fast,
Yeah.
but there's a balance, right?